Yeah, it's quite funny because before meeting you, I had no experience with inner work, with therapy, with spirituality. I felt I had an inclination to want to know myself. Yeah, I hadn't worked with anyone formally, and I feel really grateful that you're my first teacher because something just clicked. And it's been 3 years now that we've been working together. It's my third retreat and have done a lot of your other programs. And I can definitely say that my life has transformed. I think on a really practical level, if you looked at my life, it's wildly different. Um, I went from being in a very corporate environment, high stress, chasing power, chasing the successful life, to now working for an NGO with newborn babies. So if you just looked at it on a practical level, my life is very different. I was a very independent woman, and now I'm in a relationship where I do depend on a man financially. The fact I'm admitting this on camera is, big. So yeah, practically there's big changes in my life. I was talking about this with someone recently, how internally I just feel so much more aligned with who I am and what I'm doing. So yes, the actions of my day-to-day are different, and they feel more aligned, but it's something within me that feels more aligned. Like I don't feel like I'm pushing or chasing the way that I was before. And I also see that there's an appetite to want to do more of that work and to open up more. And I just have so much faith in the fact that this is the way to do it, and that without a teacher, I wouldn't get there. I wouldn't get there in this lifetime. I'd say it's the best thing and also the most challenging. And I think that's being seen by somebody and really being seen. I would say one of the things that has been my armor throughout this life is to be quite enclosed and have a confidence that comes from the fact that no one really knows me unless I want you to. And the moment I met Graham, there was no armor. You saw right through me. And that opened up something in me that I knew I could trust. And so the preparation of being able to look at myself through the lens of someone that I know can see me, that trust is really important for change, I find. It's funny, I can be quite hard on myself and have high expectations of what I want to experience. And I come in with the idea of what I want to experience. And I think the most impactful thing for me was actually in the moments that I wasn't expecting, the moments of frustration, of being hard on myself, of feeling like I should be feeling something that I just wasn't feeling. And then walking away from those moments and realizing that there was something else to look at, the thing that I didn't see. There was a different side of the coin. And once I released the judgment, the self-judgment, things shifted. And I think that was probably the most eye-opening for me. I absolutely know that this is practical application. There's no doubt about it. Again, I feel I'm someone that can conceptualize things quite quickly, and I can understand theories really well. And that was my first experience into InnerSense with you, was the theories and the concept. I was on board. I was like, I get it. Like, this makes sense. Feed me more information. And then after my first retreat, that's when something really clicked in on a deeper level of, you can't explain something that's an experience. And I think that's the biggest takeaway for me with the work that you do, is that there's a practical application to the things that we're learning. Because all the theories are amazing and your mind can understand all the things, but if it has nowhere to go, then nothing really changes. And so having the practices be the thing that you can relate to the theory, or you can feel into the theory, you can actually have a sensation and embody, that's where the change is, at least for me.